Is the world ending? What is happening? Did CERN create the Mandela effect? Are we creating a portal to a different dimension? Are negative beings now being placed onto this earth? What is going on with CERN? Hello, Luminites. It is Ivy, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, hi. My name is Ivy. This channel is all about the magical, the mystical, and the supernatural. So if you are into one or all three of those subjects, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on that little notification bell to be notified when I post. Also, you guys may know that I have a TikTok and a Instagram, so if you guys want to check me out, I am posting every day on TikTok and I'm posting every day on Instagram. Instagram for some witchy tarot tips, woke tips that you can get every single day. I don't know why I did this. And then Instagram, and then TikTok, I post once to twice a day, every day. If you guys don't know yet, I am creating a tarot course that is launching fall or winter. It's a little bit up in the air about whether I want to launch it in fall or winter. It depends on when I'm done finalizing it. You guys can join the waitlist down below to lock in that early bird special. Don't know what I'm pricing it at yet, but I want to have like monthly plans. Not that I'm going to be pricing it too high because I don't want to price it too high. Anyways, if you guys want to join the waitlist for my tarot course, the link is down below. Anyways, hi. Hello. Hi. My name is Ivy. Hi. Today we are going to be talking all about CERN because the Hadron Collider, is it Hadron? Some people call it Hadron, some people call it Hadron. Hadron Collider has turned back on. And we're going to talk about what that means, what scientists are saying, what they're trying to do with this Hadron Collider, as well as the theories behind it. And of course, I watched a few different spiritual videos from influencers that I really love. We're going to be talking about their takes on it. We're going to get into what all the spiritual meanings that are going on and the theories behind it. We're going to get into it all. I'll also give like my personal opinion on what's going on. And at the end, I want to do like a tarot reading for what this means for you guys or for the collective and what we can do to prepare now that this thing has been turned back on. So CERN is the European Organization for Nuclear Research. They originally created a machine that looks exactly like if you watch Stranger Things, you know that machine that they use to create that portal the Russians make? It literally looks just like that. No joke, it looks just like that. So this machine was created to study the universe. Back in, I believe it's 2016, they discovered the God particle, and it was turned off in 2018 for upgrades, and as of July 5th, 2022, they have turned the machine back on. You know, they were done with the upgrades. The reason why we have CERN, it's this machine that's supposed to create this big amount of energy, and it's supposed to be used to discover how the universe was made. Like I said, they found the God particle. The reason why they called it the God particle is because I guess it was a nickname because it was so hard to find that it was nicknamed the God DAMN particle, and that's why they nicknamed it the God particle. The reason behind it, scientists are trying to study how the universe was created because obviously that answer is all theoretical right now. It's up in the air. And they're saying that the Hadron Collider is supposed to help confirm the Big Bang Theory. So that is the science behind it. And that's basically scientifically what it does. There you go. There's the science behind it. Now, let's get into everything else, okay? Everything else, because there's just so much to unpack here with this machine. First of all, starting with, let's backtrack a little bit. So in 2012, I believe that's when the machine was originally turned on. And in 2012, this basically created the Mandela effect. If you guys do not know what the Mandela effect is, it's basically people having different memories of the same thing. For example, Kit Kat. People remember their being a dash. I mean, I even remember there being a dash in Kit Kat, but apparently there isn't one. Also, the Fruit of the Loom sign having a cornucopia. It doesn't have a cornucopia, apparently. The biggest one probably has to be the Berenstain Bears and the Berenstein Bears. And it was originally named after Nelson Mandela because people remember him passing away in jail in the 1980s, when apparently he didn't pass away until 2013-ish, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put the date here where he actually passed away. But point is, it was not the 80s, and he did not pass away in jail in the 80s. But people clearly remember that happening. So that is the Mandela effect, and that was created in 2012 after this machine was turned on. So people are saying that when this machine, this CERN machine, was turned on, it created a parallel universe in which we shifted, and sort of now we're kind of coincided with both universes. So some people could be from the old Earth and some people could be from the new Earth, and they sort of merged into each other. So we're kind of living these parallel lives, which is why there was a great awakening in 2012, and there was another great awakening in 2020, of course, with the pandemic. But the original awakening was in 2012. So a lot of people did wake in 2012, and a lot more people woke, including me, in 2020, which also makes sense and coincides with the whole Mayan calendar ending in 2012. Because technically the old world did end, and we sort of collided and shifted into this new parallel universe. Now, watching Elizabeth April's video, Elizabeth April, she is an amazing channeler. You should totally check her channel out. Check out her video. I will post it down below, where she channels the Galactic Federation, and she channels actually going into CERN and seeing what they're doing. The reason why the world ended, technically the world did end in 2012. It sort of collapsed because it was not going according to plan. And this is when the Galactic Federation sort of I don't want to say intervened, but I guess was okay, we got to stop this. And a whole new Earth was created, and now we are living in the new Earth. And that's when it was first turned on. So now that it's been turned back on again, what changes are we going to see? So let's get into that. So a lot of people are saying doomsday prophecies and the end of the world and this and that. I want to steer away from that negativity because I feel like CERN, that's what it's attempting to do. It's attempting to create more fear. It's attempting to do all that. And if we're focused on this doomsday mentality, you're shifting to a negative vibration. And we don't want that. We don't want to shift into this negative vibration, because if this machine turns on and we do go into a new parallel reality, you're just shifting to the vibration of a very low reality. Change that shifted mindset. I find it very, very interesting that the Hadron Collider was announced to turn back on during the time of the Sirius Gateway. The Sirius Gateway is a gateway that opens up every single year from July 3rd to July 7th. And it happened to be most heightened on July 5th, which was when Syria joined the sun, I believe. And that's when it was at its most powerful. So if you guys do not know what Sirius is, Sirius basically is the brightest star in the night sky. So this powerful spiritual Sirius gateway from July 3rd to July 7th every single year stimulates the opening of consciousness, of spiritual awakening. It activates cosmic knowledge and helps to unlock the true potential of the collective consciousness. It makes sense that CERN wants to tap into this Sirius gateway. The crazy thing is that, again, Elizabeth April talked about this, and she didn't mention the Sirius gateway at all, but she did mention that what CERN is trying to attempt to do this time is to shift us into a reality using this cosmic gateway so that all of our vibrations are lowered. They want to keep us at a low vibration. And slowly, little by little, they're just sort of making us divide against each other, you know, like, oh, you believe this, well, I believe this. And it's trying to divide the world as much as possible. But instead of doing that, because we're feeding into that negative energy, what we should be doing is coming together in harmony. Know that everybody has the right to their opinion, has the right to have a voice, and we need to unify and come together and raise our vibration and our frequency on our own, because we're being shifted into this reality. The Sirius Gateway is shifting our reality. Shift your reality right now in this moment. Make a conscious decision to be more positive. Instead of, and I know it's easier said than done because I'm the same way, you know, and I want to focus on the positive, but sometimes I just look at myself and I'm like, I don't look good today. Or and then you're lowering your vibration. But focus on the things that bring you happiness. And instead of judging yourself and instead of judging others, see things with love. You know, I love this person. I love myself today. You know, my body is keeping me moving. My heart is pumping for me. And shifting and raising your own vibration is what's going to shift you to a higher reality. On Instagram, I follow this guy named Tarot Reader Peter. Also, there's another one, I think it's called Cosmic Astrology or Cosmic Witch Astrology. I'll post it down below. But they've been talking all about the Sirius Gateway and how we're creating our reality right now. And wherever our mind and our frequency and our vibration is at, that's what we're creating. What I did personally is what felt right for me is creating my vision board and really looking at it and being like, I can do this. I can do this. Everything that's on my vision board, you know, being happy, like being comfortable and loving my own skin, being confident, starting, growing this business that I want to grow so bad. All of that, success in my tarot course, all of that I put on my vision board because I want to create, this is the reality that I want to be in. So create the reality that you want to be in, not the reality that you want to steer away from. Let's talk about the Shiva statue. Shiva is the destroyer of worlds. So how insane is it that they have a Shiva statue? It's like they're not even hiding it at this point. They're just like, here we go, here we are. You know, like here's our master plan. We're just gonna put it out in the open because chances are people are asleep and they're not gonna believe it anyway. So it's just so funny to me. And then people are like, it's just a statue. And the thing is, how many times, especially in the recent years, you guys, how many times have we been like lied to, you know? First, there's the whole thing with Area 51 doesn't exist. And then all of a sudden, you know what? It does exist. UFOs don't exist. And then guess what? They disclosed UFOs exist. You know, we're constantly being told one thing and then finding out that there was so much more to unpack there. And what people originally thought was insane turned out to be the people that were right. So who's not to say that this whole thing that's going on is going to be another thing that a few years down the road, they're going to be like, you guys were right. Another thing that I found really fascinating that Infinite Waters, who's here on YouTube, I will also post his link down below to his channel, talked about is predictive programming. And he posted like a screenshot, and I'll post a screenshot here of somebody that posted, I believe it was on Twitter, talking about how predictive programming, how basically like we're being prepared to see this and not think of it as something that's so absurd. For example, Stranger Things coming out, and how interesting is it that CERN, this Hadron Collider, looks so much like the machine that creates portals. Also, we're like being thrown these like movies, these Marvel movies about multiverses and metaverses. And if you look at, I saw this photo, people took a photo of CERN when it was like turned on a while ago, a few years back. And then they compared it to the photo of one of the Marvel movies and like the multiverse opening up and like there's like a portal in the sky. It literally looks the exact same. And I think that that can also be predictive programming. Now, another thing that I like, me, myself, this is just like my theory, like what I'm thinking is like, we are going to be told that we are at war with these extraterrestrial species, right? We've slowly been predictive programming our brains into getting used to the fact that there's UFOs, there's other life forms, extraterrestrial beings, and now we might be told that we're going to have this sort of fight with extraterrestrials, when that is not the case, because the extraterrestrials that are actually going to be here or alongside us is going to be the Galactic Federation. Remember that the extraterrestrial species that don't have the highest vibration, they're already here. They're already here. But the Galactic Federation, they're going to be helping us. Lower vibrational beings might be like, hey, those are the bad guys, when really these guys are the bad guys, and those guys are the ones that are helping us and trying to make our vibration higher. So let's talk about some things that you can do to keep your vibration up. It's so funny because I'm getting like a headache as I'm talking about this. Ooh, we got the 10 of Swords. Awesome. So very clearly, the message that I'm getting from this, that Spirit is telling me, is that you need to let go of everything that's a part of the old earth. You need to let go of everything that no longer serves you in order to get that rainbow, to get to this new earth, to get to this alternate reality that you want to be in. Let go of all of this. Let it go. You don't need it anymore. You don't need it anymore. It's not doing anything but weighing you down. Let it go. And think of the things that you do want. Think of what's on the horizon instead of what happened in the past. So that's one thing that I'm getting. What else? What else? What else? Okay, we got the 9 of Cups. Okay, this is another thing that I wanted to talk about because he is holding a liquor bottle. So it's so funny because I've been getting so many messages about this. When you drink alcohol, you are essentially drinking alcohol lowers your vibration. It's just a thing. It's just a thing, okay? Well, drinking alcohol is going to lower your frequency and it's going to lower your vibration. So if you're continuously drinking alcohol to feel numb or to not feel anything, or you're just constantly lowering the vibration when you do not need to be there. Thinking back, the times when I was most depressed was the times when I would go out and drink a lot, because I was single and I had, what's it called? And I was taking turns with the father of my kids. So whenever he would take them, I'd go out and drink. And like thinking back, instead of thinking of that as like fun times, I also think about the spiritual attacks that I had during those times. I was attacked by a incubi during that time. I saw the Hat Man during that time. It was a lot of bad things. So you're more prone to these negative frequencies, to these negative vibrations, to these psychic attacks, to this bad reality if you're constantly drinking alcohol. So leave that behind if you can. That's not to say like once in a while have a nice glass of wine. That's okay. But don't do it continuously, and don't do it as a way to like numb, because it is a way to lower frequency. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. This looks like, oh, that's so funny. This looks like a dark angel. Okay, so you see this right here? You see this sort of, it's an angel, but you can tell it has a little bit of darkness in it. Know that you protect your home with light. Protect your home, protect your space, protect your heart with light. Light is greater than darkness. If a room is completely dark, but you have a candle, wherever you put the candle, the darkness is going to disperse. You're a candle, and you can be a candle, or you could be a sun. The brighter your light that's burning, the easier it's going to be, the easier that darkness is just going to disperse. And we are stronger than that darkness. The light is always stronger than the darkness. Of course, it's duality, and you need both, a balance of both. But you yourself, that light is that frequency that you need. And that light fights off the darkness. That light, that higher vibration, fights off that lower vibration. Use a white light to protect your home, to protect your space, because there's a home here. And that darkness cannot get to it. So we're gonna draw one more card. Oh, this is so funny. This is the Fool card. No, this is the Magician, I'm sorry. This is number 1. This is the Magician. How funny. So we pulled the Light card, and the Magician is here to tell you that you have everything you need to create that higher frequency, to create that higher reality, to be where you want to be. You do not need to be concerned about CERN. Focus on keeping your frequency, on your vibration way high, and you don't have to worry about the lower things, because you're gonna be up here. If you're up here, they can't get you from down here. Your light's gonna be turned on. The darkness can't be around when the light's on. You have everything that you need right now in this moment to make your dream life, your alternate reality, possible. Right now, this very second, as you're watching this, you have the power to create it. So that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I loved this. This felt so amazing to do. And as I was doing these tarot readings, I was just literally like something was clicking. Like I was like, oh my gosh, okay, like channeling it in, like these are definitely channeled messages. And that's amazing. So yes, you guys, do not be concerned about CERN. You got this. Keep your frequency up high. Manifest that dream life that you want and focus on it. And you are going to be just fine, my friend. I will post all the videos down below. Elizabeth April, Infinite Waters, about the Galactic Federation, Alex Serves Tea, Tarot Reader Peter, all that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you are interested in taking my tarot course, the link to the waitlist is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.